Hello everyone. Welcome back to another Commander review for Magic the Gathering. We got a really cool one, a really powerful one. This is Zhuge Jin Wu Strategist from the Portal 3 Kingdoms set. And we're almost done with this set, and this is a very powerful card. The Wu Strategist is a human advisor. It's a 1/1. It costs 1 generic mana and 2 blue mana, and it has an activated ability, Tap. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. Activate only during your turn before attackers are declared. So essentially, it doesn't have horsemanship, but it can give any of your creatures unblockable, which has been a very common theme amongst all the horsemanship commanders, is they're essentially unblockable in today's age of Magic the Gathering. So now you have a commander that can just tap and make any one of your creatures unblockable, and you're in blue, so there are plenty of ways to exploit it and make a whole bunch of creatures unblockable. Absolutely insane. Just a rules reminder, any of these activated abilities that need to be activated before attackers are declared on your turn, essentially all that is saying is that on your upkeep step, during your main phase, and at the beginning of combat step, those 3 areas, those are the only times you can use this ability. And if you have untapped shenanigans, you can use it multiple times as long as it is in those 3 steps, essentially. Upkeep, beginning of combat, and then of course the main phase, the pre-combat main phase. So anytime there you can use that ability as much as you want if you have untapped shenanigans. If not though, only once per turn and only before you declare attackers on your turn. Now, a card that I thought would synergize with this would be Schema Thief. It's got evasion already with flying, but if you want to make it unblockable, now you can just start making tokens of mana rocks your opponents have, of powerful artifacts your opponents have, and just have a lot of fun, like playing with your opponent's deck, which is really cool. It's a fun strategy that I enjoy. Speaking of unblockable, however, this is going to be a commander from my mono blue ninja deck, which is going to be a lot of fun. I love ninjas. I was saying a video or two ago, there's a mono white samurai deck that I'm going to be building, and it's a very different strategy, but it's taking on this concept from the original Kamigawa block that I really loved and expanding upon that. And this is doing the same thing. Ninjutsu has actually been very popular throughout the years of Magic the Gathering, and they have brought back newer versions of ninjutsu and newer ways to benefit your ninjas, which I enjoy. And this just takes it another level, because now you can make your ninjas unblockable, and you can attack with any of your ninjas or any of your non-ninjas and be able to get any of those ninjutsu abilities activated when you need them to, which is very, very powerful. And again, if you have untapped shenanigans, you can make all of your ninjas unblockable. Excuse me. Wow, wrong tube. Let me drink some water. A popular deck idea on EDH Rec is just going full-blown on the unblockable mechanic and making all of your things unblockable so you can get all the combat triggers and do all the combat shenanigans in mono blue, which is really cool. And then of course, a janky deck idea was you can make any creature unblockable, so you could use this as a political card. And then of course, going on from that, I was like, oh well, you could just do a political deck with this commander and just go full politics, Council's Dilemma, Will of the Council, Secret Council, have a lot of fun with it, make deals with your opponents, and offer to make certain creatures unblockable for certain deals on your end and on their end. Very fun, very interactive board, which makes for a great experience at the table. And that is going to do it for Zhuge or Zhuge Jin Wu Strategist. Now, like with all the other unblockable commanders, this is another unblockable commander because you can do untapped shenanigans and make a bunch of creatures unblockable or one big threat. And because of that, it is going to be targeted. At least I think it has the potential to be targeted, because again, unblockable is hard to deal with, especially if you are being an aggressive deck, so your opponents will try to interact with you. Aside from that though, you can do some fun, crazy stuff with mono blue aggro, and making your creatures unblockable to do that is really, really fun. I didn't really talk about this, but there's the concept of like transforming your creatures. There's plenty of creatures that, like, when they attack, they can become something else, shapeshifters and stuff like that. So this would be another great commander for that kind of idea and strategy, because you could turn your little dinky creature into something giant and ferocious with crazy abilities and triggers, and it's unblockable, and your opponents won't see it coming. So a lot of fun different outlets that you can do with this commander. Let me know in the comments below if there's anything I did miss, or if there's any cards that you would recommend for this commander. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!